Hello, my name is Blake Keith, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Ashworth Middle School Technology Plan. What I want to hope to do today is give you a basically rough outline of the vision, the current usage, and what we can do to increase our technology implementation to help our students. Our vision with the school is as follows. Clearly, you guys can read the slides, but two big things. One, we want to create a modern learner, and what that means is that they are skilled in what we consider 21st century abilities, computer usage, problem solving, things of that nature. We've also got to make a commitment to train our teachers and our students to use the most up-to-date technologies. Speaking of teachers, in the vision, it says they need to be trained in the latest technologies. It doesn't do us any good to train people in technologies that are out of date, so we need to try and be on the cutting edge of that thing. Students and stakeholders are key to this as well. Students should have constant access to up-to-date technologies, and we should also focus on our curriculum, present them with challenges that are rooted in a real-world application. They also need a chance to collaborate with each other, something that we've got to focus on. The stakeholders, the community is our community. If they'll get behind us on this and really pitch in, then we can expose them to a community of learning, which will obviously pay dividends in the classroom. The current reality, we do not have a structured plan, so we're going to talk a little bit about what there was. And also we used a teacher response survey where they were allowed to put input and assess their current situation in their classroom, the types of technology, the uses of technology, what we do well, what we don't do so well. That's where the information in this PowerPoint comes from. Let's start with our strengths, start off on a positive note. There are lots of things that Ashworth and really Gordon County Schools does a great job of already. One of the things I'm most proud of and was most impressed with is the Gordon County Schools cloud system. We call it Citrix. We're all familiar with Citrix in the district, and it allows students to use the basic Microsoft Office and a few more things anywhere they go. So they can start a project at school, continue to work on it on a tablet or a home computer, and even share with classmates as they work on group projects. Another key point in this is that 100% of our classrooms have a smart board, and almost 100% have dedicated student computers, something that's going to come in handy when we get to our action plan. Okay, we also prepare our 8th graders with Georgia College 411, get them to do some future planning. And it's clear from the surveys that there's a dedication and a desire for technology integration there. And then lastly, place a premium on collaboration, which is going to be a big part of this. And there has been some technology-centered professional development as well. Let's talk about the challenges now. Things that some may call a weakness. I don't like calling them weaknesses. I like to call it a challenge. The biggest obstacle is there's no dedicated technology plan. We really don't have a technology-based vision to carry out some of these things, which makes it difficult to assess at this point in time. Even though there's a desire to use technology, the reality of it is that it's mainly used to present information. The setup time, which was a big thing from the survey, a lot of things, laptops for example, take more time to set up than you actually use them with the students, and that was a big concern. Then also we just have a deficit of knowledge amongst a lot of our students and some faculty members of those 21st century skills we referenced. Also the links, again, due to not having a clear vision, people don't understand the links between technology and student success that well. Okay. We also do not have a dedicated technology specialist for the building, and the technology standards are rarely assessed outside of technology classes. All right, now, back to the positive. Let's look at some opportunities, things we could do easily. The first thing is we need to develop a plan. Without this plan, we don't know where we're going. It's kind of like trying to get somewhere without a map. We need a map. Okay. We should also develop our professional learning opportunities to be tiered. It's not a general, here's everybody can do this. As we discovered through the survey, not everybody is on the same level. The technology planning needs to reflect that. Also, we can use existing technology to reach out to our community. Several teachers use things like Remind 101, Edmodo, a litany of other resources to communicate with our community members and our parents and our stakeholders. Another set of opportunities here. The district has shown a commitment to updating its infrastructure and existing technologies. Ashworth just recently purchased 3 mobile tablet labs, and they are working diligently on correcting wireless Wi-Fi issues. Grade level planning sessions, a lot of them are turning toward the technology, coming up with ideas, lesson plans, just ideas shooting with each other. There is a willingness to use technology and desire, and that's a key thing. We can come up with all the plans we want. If there's not the desire, no one will take it seriously. Some obvious threats, and the first one is the biggest one, is the financial aspects. Technology is expensive. There are grants and things, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to front some money to really immerse yourself in technology. Again, while there's a lot of staff members who are very skilled with what we would consider 21st century abilities, there are also a lot that aren't. Outside connectivity and access is a huge issue with a lot of our students. No internet at home or very limited use. Parent may have a smartphone, but the student may not. Very limited there. And community involvement was a goal in the school improvement plan. It's mentioned at almost every faculty meeting. That ongoing relationship building in a system where it's a small area in Gordon County that has 3 schools. There are, the Sonoraville cluster, the Ashworth cluster, the Gordon Central cluster rather, and the Calhoun City cluster. It's hard to divide the talents and abilities 3 ways. And again, we have no clear plan. And then while there are coaches for the key academic areas of your math, your science, your social studies, and your ELA, there's not a technology coach. Okay, we have to change, because if you do not change, you're not achieving your stated goal, which is creating learners that will succeed beyond the 21st century skills, the modern, the digitized learner. If you do not change, you can't get to that point. Okay. Now, how do we do this? Okay, while there are lots of threats, we talked about lots of threats, we talked about the absence of a plan, there's still a lot of things that could very easily be done that would automatically cancel out success. Okay, first and foremost, you have to create a plan. Again, we have to know where we're going. Okay, a committee to formulate a technology plan with specific goals catered toward technology itself. You should tier the professional development. For example, some teachers may struggle with the basics, some may be in what they call beyond basics. You need to tier your professional development to that. If you can't get a specific county hired coach, you need to train people by grade level or content area to be the technology coaches. Not just a troubleshooter, but we're talking implementation as well. Another idea was to have a summer boot camp for incoming students, 6th graders, new enrollees, that sort. You can focus on how to just use the basic technologies, word processing, basic PowerPoints, presentation softwares, and also as technology, how to discover curriculum by using technology. And lastly, a technology assessment. How are we going to know if all this pays off? Well, we're going to have to create a technology assessment to give in either 8th grade or the end of each year to know, hey, are we meeting our goals that we've created our plan for? Okay. I know that was quick, but I hope that this has cleared up a lot of things concerning our technology situation here at Ashworth Middle. If you have any further questions, please feel free to email or give me a telephone call and a quick look at the reference page. Thank you very much.